Welcome to Simply Debbie Sue's Southern Whispers. I'm so glad to have you back again today for another short story. So, let's get right into the introduction of this story. Some stories start with a map. This one starts with a supper bell. Way down in the holler, where the kudzu climbs like gossip and the creek knows all of your secrets, two little boys set out with fishing poles and peanut butter crackers, chasing frogs and freedom. What follows is a tale of mischief, misdirection, and the kind of love that always rings you home. This story is called Catfish, Kudzu, and Supper Bells. Way down in the holler, where the creek curls like a lazy cat, and the kudzu climbs like it's got somewhere to be, two little brothers, Bo and Tucker, set out with fishing poles longer than they were tall, and peanut butter crackers stuffed in their pockets. Mama said to be back by supper, Bo reminded, adjusting his cap like he was the boss of something. Tucker nodded, mouth full of crackers. She also said not to fall in the creek. So far, we're halfway obedient. The fish weren't biting, but the adventure sure was. Bo swore he saw a snapping turtle the size of a dinner plate. That thing looked at me funny, Bo said, backing up a step. Tucker squinted. Maybe it's mad. You called it ugly. They wandered deeper than they meant to, chasing frogs and telling tall tales, until the sun started dipping low and the woods turned that dusty shade of you better get home. Bo, I think we're lost, Tucker whispered, clutching his pole like it might turn into a compass. Bo puffed out his chest. We ain't lost. We're just temporarily misdirected. Tucker's lip quivered. I don't want to be misdirected when Mama's cornbread's getting cold. Every trail looked the same, and the creek had more twists than Aunt Lottie's yarn basket. Just when panic started to nibble at their heels, they heard it. Mama's supper bell, ringing out like a church bell across the hills. Bo froze. That's it. That's the bell. Tucker's eyes lit up. We're saved. Run like your britches are on fire. They tore through the brush, dodging briars and giggling like fools until they burst into the yard, muddy, scraped, and grinning ear to ear. Mama stood on the porch, arms crossed but eyes soft. Y'all smell like pond water and poor decisions. Bo grinned. We caught a frog, though. A frog won't feed you, she said, scooping mashed potatoes. Sit down before I hose you off. As they settled at the table, Tucker leaned over and whispered, Next time we bring a compass. Bo nodded solemnly. And maybe a flashlight. Ghost trees don't play. Mama raised an eye. Ghost trees? Bo shrugged. Long story. Well, save it for dessert, she said. Y'all got cornbread to catch up on. So the lesson of this story is, sometimes the best adventures don't end with fish in your bucket. They end with mashed potatoes on your plate and a mama who knows just how to reel you back in. Bo and Tucker may not have caught supper, but they caught something better. A memory stitched with laughter, scraped knees, and the sound of home calling through the hills. I hope you enjoyed that story. Come back next week for another one. And thanks for listening.